millions of years, mankind lived just like the animals. Then something happened which unleashed the power of our imagination. We were the talk.
Yeah, gang.
Hey.
Wow, this pink looks good against the black.
Yeah, I think I actually like you in pink. Stay away from orange.
Yeah, that's bright.
Too
This
bright.
is a shirt an ex gave me. It's got cane
It's
corset.
nice. It's really nice. Oh my god.
Yeah.
So, how you been? Last 48 hours. 49
Oh,
hours.
busy. I'm chatting with a friend of mine on Facebook Messenger,
Yeah.
who's about 2 or 3 weeks ago, maybe a little more. I don't know exactly when it happened. But I see him on the Facebook dating app. And I know the guy, so I go to his profile and it says single. And I'm like, you're not single. Well, it turns out his husband walks in the room one day, says, this ain't working. I got to go. And turns around and walks out. Hasn't talked to him since. This guy's got a design company, a real estate firm. And I don't know how many, but apparently they got a bunch of animals, dogs and cats and whatever.
Hey,
and the house that they had together. And now it's just him and the dogs and cats and whoever else, whatever other.
well,
Yeah.
that's interesting. See, I'm a Sagittarius. You know what I would have said? Don't let the door hit you on the way out. Yeah.
He just updated me. The guy turned over everything to him. He didn't want any money. My friend got the house, all the credit cards, bank accounts, and he gave him to leave. He gave him one of the cars. And that was it.
So I have a surprise because we had to change scheduling, but we have a guest coming on. Hi, Ashley.
We do have one now.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I still want to hear about your podcast idea.
Oh my God. Okay. So brand new podcast idea. We're going to do a trial run on, we're going to do a trial run on Sunday. It's going to be called Under the Umbrella because it is about the autism spectrum. And there are going to be 4 of us on the panel. I like to either call it the square or the rhombus table rather than a round table talk. And it's going to be me, my friends Soda, Sonia, and Ryan. Sonia and Ryan, you've actually met. And maybe Soda in
Soda, I know from
Clubhouse.
From John Jay's rooms.
Yeah, from Clubhouse.
Yeah.
So we all have 2 things in common. First, we each have our own podcast. And second, we are all on the autism spectrum, what I like to call standing under the umbrella together. So we're just going to start this thing up where we're going to have maybe half an hour to 45 minutes talking about different topics and how it affects us.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a lot of fun, different perspectives. We're all from different walks of life. You know, I'm Latina and Sonia is, she is Indian. And Ryan and Soda are different ethnicities. So we're going to see how this works out. I feel like it's going to be a lot of fun because we'll probably have a lot of jokes that most people will not get.
You mean just specifically about autism?
Well, like we view things a certain way. We do have some people in the autism spectrum have inside jokes. So we're going to test it out, see how it goes, see if we can actually stand to be around each other for more than half an hour talking.
Well, isn't one of the quirks that many people, not necessarily every or all, but isn't it very much in common with not being able to stand some other people?
I don't understand that question.
Well, like for example, Luna often has headphones on. She doesn't like crowds. I guess that's it, like crowds and
I don't know that every person on the spectrum has
yeah,
the
I don't think that.
same symptoms or quirks. I think
Okay.
that is the point of doing this, to find out
Yeah. Yeah.
how
Yeah.
different we all are, even from each other. So while you had said in our last show that you think that everyone is on the spectrum, I don't agree with that. We've talked about that. I do not agree with
Well,
that at
yeah,
all.
I don't really know that that's actually true. That's what Jane said. It was more just kind of commentary.
Respectfully,
Like,
I'm shutting that down. I get that. I think Jane is a fantastic person, but I don't agree.
and that's okay. And I don't think she also meant it literally so
I
much
get it.
as
I get
you know,
it. I
we all
just
have
think
quirks.
that
That's it.
um, unless you've actually had a diagnosis, or you understand a person or a group of people who are literally on the spectrum, it is really kind of invasive to say, "Oh, I might be a little autistic." Really, go get your diagnosis and come back and talk to me.
Oh
Okay,
yeah, yeah. No, I
I've
don't
even had people tell me, "Well, my daughter had a little bit of autism and she outgrew it." That's not how it works. So we're going to dispel a lot of myths from our own perspectives and clinically proven myths, whatever. I mean, not myths, diagnoses and information. And then we're going to talk about life and how each one of us is, I guess, traversing. You know what I mean?
right.
So, no, we don't want help. DL Live, goodbye. You need to get rid of that. Anyway,
Wait,
so is our
what?
guest here? Oh, it's a chat
We
that
do.
came up.
Yes.
Yeah, let's
Oh,
see.
so that's DL Live is another one of our new destinations.
Our new destination. That's so annoying. You should have
Yeah,
warned me, because I'm like, no, go scratch.
this is the first. This is the first day we're using it. So that's news to me too. Well, welcome to DL Live, everybody. Everybody on DL Live, welcome to. I don't want to add it to block list. But, all right, well, it's there. It's not going to happen again. So, but we do have. Oh, she's gone.
Where'd she go?
Lois, if you can hear us, come back. I saw that she clicked in. I just didn't bring her onto the screen yet because we were still wrapping up
Did
the
you see
other
her
conversation.
face? Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean,
No,
I'm hoping
that
it's
was the
going to
other reason
be.
why I didn't yet. Her camera wasn't on yet.
Oh, okay. So
No,
I'm hoping that this Sunday will be the beginning of something really great for the four of us, to be able to just speak about things that other people speak about on the daily, but from our own perspectives. Because a lot of times I'll be sitting in on conversations and I don't know what the fuck people are talking about. It's
yeah.
like, what does that even mean? And there are a lot of times I miss a lot of cues, mostly social cues, but then there are other things that people will say, and I'll sit there going, I have no idea. You actually just said something, and I said, I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
Our brains are just rewired differently. The way I like to think about it is two ways. First, do you know those old movies where you see the switchboard operator unplugging and plugging and unplugging and plugging to connect people?
Right.
That's how I
Right.
feel my brain works sometimes, where I am constantly, okay, that didn't work well. Let me plug it into this one. I'm going to talk to this person now. And you know what? That one might work a little better. I might have a great conversation. But also, my dad was a mechanic. My dad, who raised me, was a mechanic. And he was very smart because he would do things to the engine that only he could fix. So if somebody bought a
You
car
told me
from
about
him,
that.
yeah, they
Yeah,
could not take it to a regular mechanic. They would have to bring it back to him. I think it's brilliant.
Is
But
that legal?
also, what?
Is that legal?
He's dead. Like, who cares?
Well, I don't know. I don't care, but
It's almost 13 years now. He's gone.
it's not a bad idea. Yeah,
Well, no, like I said,
if you can pull it off.
yeah, almost 13 years now. He passed, and we would just talk about it in a fond way. Like
Yeah.
he was brilliant in that way. Also, was a man who didn't speak English when he came to the U.S. and taught himself by listening to other people, and then
That's fascinating.
grew his own business. It
Oh,
started off with painting the sides of buildings, cleaning windows, and then mechanics, and then he became a fisherman, which was his passion.
she's on.
She's on, yay!
Are we ready? Do you want to bring her out?
Yeah, why not?
So here she is. Looking like audio only for the time being, but that's fine. Lois, can you hear us?
I can hear you perfectly. Thank you. I am so sorry. Got tied up with a patient emergency, and when that happens, can't get to my phone. So I'm so sorry. I'm late. I'm skidding in a half an hour late.
Oh, not a problem. Thanks for joining.
Yeah, we were just
It's,
worried.
oh, I know. I saw your text, and I was like, oh, I know. I would be worried too. But nope, it was just patient care got in the way, so I had to take a later lunch today.
No, that's totally understandable. So, patients are going to be okay.
Oh yeah, they're all taken care of now. So I'm just taking a little bit later of a lunch, and I'm sitting right now overlooking the Connecticut River, listening to it pour on my car. And you know what? It's kind of nice listening to the rain fall on my car.
Be careful of thunder and lightning.
And
I love
Um,
tornado.
thunder and lightning, Marcella. That means it's energy.
I
I
know,
love it.
you Saggy.
I know. I
You're
love it.
such a sad.
Did I ever tell
So
you the time
Lois,
when I was in South Carolina and I ran all the way down on the pier on the at the ocean with a thunder and a lightning storm happening just because I wanted
no,
to like yell into the thunderstorm?
that's such Sag energy. Uh, so let me reintroduce Lois to everybody. Lois Villa is a longtime friend of mine. I mean, I consider it long time. Over 3 years now. We met on the Clubhouse app, and I've always looked up to her as a sort of mentor because she embodied years ago. She embodied some of the things I wanted to be. Now I still see her as a mentor, although I've taken my path one way and she's gone a completely different way. We still have some of the same values and views on things,
Yep.
and I support her in her endeavors because she's always looking to help community. Um, so Lois and I have also met in person, which was really nice. We've spent time together at her home, yeah, with our families. And I just saw her last month, which was really nice. And she has created did you get the link, Ross? She has created
I got. We can show that.
this house on Clubhouse, and now are you a full LLC now, Lois?
Yes, we actually May 1st, I finally was able to put Ever Mindful into an LLC. We had been working together for 3 years on Clubhouse and creating our own programming, kind of like we have our own mindfulness network of programming on Clubhouse Monday through Sunday. And we run rooms on everything from book club to mindfulness to inner child healing, and we even have an F it Friday room where we say the F word a lot and just kind of don't have any program. We just play songs and get ready for the weekend. So we try to make things fun, and we do a little bit of fundraising. We like to put the fun in fundraising. So right now um, we have a trivia event coming up tomorrow night, and we're going to be doing some trivia questions and having some fun and playing music during the room. And it's all for help offset some of the costs of the gatherings that I've had. And we also supported an orphanage in Zambia called Sileggio Orphanage. And their director, Chi Chi, has been somebody that we've supported for a little over 3 years now, who also we was guided to us on Clubhouse. So we really have created a huge community of helpers, and that's what I think we're most proud of as a family.
That's pretty amazing. What got you to? Did you say it was Zambia?
Yeah. So let me tell you how we met Chi Chi, right? That's what we call Chi. Chi Chi's name is Chuli, but we call her Chi Chi. And we've met and like we've seen the kids over Zoom, and she always comes in the rooms. But how we first got connected with her was somebody on Clubhouse came into Ever Mindful because they knew we did, like we were all, compassionate bunch, and we were creating programming, and we were showing up every day, and they heard me say that I like to fundraise and I love to support other organizations. So she said they came to us around Christmas time, and they were in an orphanage, and they said, we have Chi Chi here, and she needs a stove. She doesn't They were cooking on like a hot plate or something. So we got together, and a bunch of us threw some money in together, and we were able to get her send her money so she could purchase a stove. And when she did that, she showed us the stove and she showed us all the meals she was making. So we're really confident we've built this relationship of trust with her, and she really does what she says she's going to do. So we've supported her on Clubhouse by doing 24-hour fundraisers. She's been able to buy a piece of land to put her orphanage on. She's been able to put up borders with the money we've raised, but now we're going to be working on the actual orphanage itself. So in the weeks and months and years to come, unless we get a big donor, hint, hint, anybody out there that like to donate to us so we can build Chi-Chi's orphanage right away, we'll be doing this for the next foreseeable future.
Mars, that sounds almost identical to the project you wanted to start working on.
Actually, it's very, very similar to the one that I'm working on, except that mine is geared towards assisting children from the LGBTQ community.
Right.
And the LGBTQ and trans community. Believe me, I'll be reaching out to Lois for assistance once once that happens. So
I can hear you. You're not audible.
I'm trying to get my audio to work. Ashley, can you come up to the stage for me? It's not working. Nobody can hear me. But Ashley, if you can come up and I can mod you and then I can leave and come back, that would be helpful.
Oh, Marcella's doing a Clubhouse room at the same time.
I always do a Clubhouse room at the same
too.
time.
Look at her
I am
multitasking.
one.
Should I pop in that room? No, I'm just
No,
kidding.
I've got
Yeah,
I was hoping you would, but
I'm on a Clubhouse.
yeah, no, we're all over the place. We're just trying to cross-pollinate here.
You all over the place.
Yeah.
I love that. That's kind of like Ever Mindful with our scheduling.
There we
And
are.
when we did the when we did the trivia event, right? Like when we created it, Nozzle, who also is from Clubhouse, is a
Yes.
really great IT guy. And I hired him months ago to do a project that I wasn't even what project it was going to be. But he was offering a special through Clubhouse, and for people that he knew, that he would do it for this, very reasonable fee. So I bought it, not even knowing what I would utilize it for, just knowing that I would utilize it, right? So that's how we've been supporting each other. And he just ran with it. Once we created the trivia event, he's been checking the analytics. He's messaging me, you should have done another room like the one you did the other day. That was so good. I was like, okay, I have so little time in my day to do everything I want to do because I work a 40-hour job on the outside as well. So I'm a little busy.
I just had Ashley in my room for a minute. I think she's probably going to jump to yours, Mars.
She was here. She helped me out.
So yeah, I get it, Lois. Now, what about is it your son who is also on? Is he on the autism spectrum?
Nope, I don't have
Thank you, Peter.
anybody in the autism spectrum in my immediate family, but I do have friends and family who have, children with autism and who have autism themselves, really, that, quite frankly, even being in somebody like my age, right? So I'm 58 years old, and some, friends or family, didn't get the diagnosis of being on the spectrum, but you can certainly understand it now that it's becoming more, like it's getting more exposure and people are really trying to understand and become more aware of how big this spectrum is and how varied it can be. So it's nice to actually be able to listen and learn to, with rooms like this, because once you learn something, then you can let somebody else know that too. And it's a really great little seed you plant and it starts growing and you get a lot more understanding.
Well, then I got to ask Mars.
Yeah.
Didn't you say that her son was going to be a topic too?
No. I said Lois is a mom and a grandma.
Okay.
Very recently. And that I thought that it would be really nice for her to, to shout out her family. She's got a beautiful family.
Oh, yeah.
But talking about the autism spectrum, Lois has been very kind to me and Luna. We visited her home 3 times now, Lois.
Yeah.
3 times.
Yeah, I think 3 times.
Lois,
yep.
And yeah, the last time was the 3rd time we were visiting. We were staying nearby, We didn't stay
Nice.
with her this time, but we stayed nearby. And Lois and her husband Pete have always treated Luna like she was their own,
Very nice.
which is really important to people like us because we always feel displaced. We always feel like we're not a part of something. And especially, I have to say Petey because that's Luna's bestie. She calls him her bestie. She's so annoyed that she missed his birthday. So I think she's drawing something for him. Don't
Oh,
ask,
that'll
don't
be
tell.
nice. I
I
won't.
know. Go ahead, Lois. Sorry.
No, no, no. I was saying I won't tell.
Okay. Well, they made her feel so welcome that she asks all the time now, are we ever going to go back to Connecticut? And when we went to go see them, it was funny. We got there, we drove up to the house, we got there, and she runs over to Pete, and Lois is like, it's like I don't even exist. But
It's
that's not
true.
true. It's not true. It's not true. She has I think she wanted a father figure so bad. When she met Pete, it was like, okay, he's like Uncle Pete now. But she loves Lois very much. And like, she'll say, oh, it's Lois. If she hears me talking to her, she hears me in a room. It is, we also did Creative Con. I have to bring this up because I was very uncomfortable. And I walked over to Lois and I said, there are so many people. And she says, Marcella, you're with family. And she held my hand and I said, okay. And I felt so much better. So she knows that it's really uncomfortable being around so many people, having so many voices around,
Hmm.
let's put aside my psychic abilities, but having to be around so many people at one time, it's challenging. And Lois has made me feel like I have someone to lean on.
Oh, Michelle, I
I
love
don't
you
know if
so
I ever
much.
said that.
Well, I love you so much, and it really means a lot. And, I think the reason why Luna was so, attracted and drawn to Pete was because my husband is like, he's a, he really is quite amazingly talented in a lot of different, from woodworking to plumbing to landscaping. Like he can do it all, right? And he loves to teach and he loves to show. And so when Luna came, he was just like, "Oh, let's go on a hike and let me show you this." And he even took Luna down to his mom
Yep.
because she has a goldfish pond. And Marcella couldn't believe she went with him. I said,
Yep.
"You have to be okay with it, Marcella. Is it okay that she goes down there just right down the road? They live right a
That was the
quarter of a
second
mile."
visit, though. That was the
Yeah.
second visit. The first visit, they hung out in the basement. I remember I just sat
Yep.
down on the steps to listen because I wanted to hear how she responded to him. And she just talked. And I said, this is a person I can leave her with. This is a person she feels safe with. So the next time when you said, I have to be okay with it, I was like, do you want to go, Luna? She says, yes. And I said, then I'm okay with this. Luna has herself told me, he's like an angel without wings.
Aw.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it means a lot to me, knowing that there are people who, and what do I tell you, Ross? Every time I meet someone who cares for her the way that I do, thank you so much for loving my little girl.
Oh,
Absolutely.
we do love her so much, and so does Pete. So, if you guys, you are always welcome to take a break from the city and come into Connecticut and, just relax and take a breather.
Lois, tell us about tomorrow night because we want to attract as many people as possible if there is still time to
Oh, there's
donate.
definitely still time, right up until the very moment before, because quite frankly, Nozzle's made it so easy to have this private paid house so that all
Mhm.
you have to do is click the link, right? The trivia event link. I can get that to you. And you'll either purchase a ticket to participate, and that would be $15, but we also have a $5 ticket to just come in and be in the audience and kind of have fun and do your gifts and, participate in the chat that way if you can't be actively on in the trivia game or if trivia isn't your thing. But we're going to make it a lot of fun. So anytime you guys want to do it, you can do it right up until the event, really probably even into the event, because all you'll have to do is just grab the link and it'll pop you right into the house. So we've set it up kind of nice, and we're gonna have some fun. It maybe take an hour and a half or so, a little bit longer. It's gonna happen on Clubhouse in Ever Mindful, and a portion of the proceeds will help Chi Chi's orphanage, and will help Ever Mindful offset the costs of putting on what will be our fourth in real life Clubhouse event, August 22nd to the 25th.
Very cool. What time is that again tomorrow?
So tomorrow it's 5 p.m. Eastern on the East Coast of the U.S., right? So wherever that is for everybody else. On the other side of the world, it's Saturday morning. So you can join us anytime.
And it's Ever Mindful, same as your website.
Yeah, there's a link there. I will send Marcella the link to the trivia event separate as well. She's
Nice.
got the link to the website. The trivia event should be on the website too. So if you click
Yeah,
the website,
we
I was
wanted to put it
on
there
that. I
so that
didn't
people
see.
can we put it in the chat, Russ?
yeah,
Yeah, I was just on the website. I didn't see under events.
there's a
It's
donate
just
button. No, there's nothing
yeah,
there. Okay.
I am
yeah,
going
yeah.
to share
It's just your
this.
rooms.
I'm going to share this on the site, on my Facebook first, so that we can get people to at least donate for you. I've got the room link right here,
Yeah,
and then I'm gonna.
and I will tell you, if people come in too ever mindful, they will realize that we really do have a unique kind of show, I like to call it, because that's for lack of a better term. But really, they're like mini gatherings, right? Each of these rooms we
Yeah,
have are mini gatherings, and it's where we've created community, and we've created family, and we know each other's grandkids, and we've seen each other across the world. One of the moderators from Ever Mindful is from the Philippines, and one is from Australia. So, I mean, we've traveled across the globe. Well, not me, because they've all been to me, but as soon as I can, I'm going to be traveling across that globe to see them. They've traveled to see us, to solidify a foundation that we've built, and a place that people want to have fun at, get serious, share, be vulnerable, and know that that they feel comfortable and that they feel like they're with family.
that's awesome.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure that we highlighted this because it's for a good cause, first of all. And Lois is her community is all encompassing. I don't think she ever leaves anyone out. Okay, thank you, Lois. I've got it there. I'm going to go ahead and pin it. Let me see if I can get this. I'm trying to just copy the whole chat. There we go. I'm going to put it in your WhatsApp, Ross, so we can share this.
Okay.
And that way people can donate or participate. I am not participating. I'm going to buy a ticket tonight so that I can be in the audience because I have donated a prize.
Yes, she
Two.
has, folks. Two, actually three, right? Because there was the two crystals that you gave me, and then you said a 30-minute session or something with you.
Yeah, 30-minute tarot reading with me, which is valued at $80. So Lois gets to obviously choose her winners, and then they just have to set up an appointment with me for their reading.
The winners will win. They'll get there'll be a first, second, and third prize, and maybe a few little consolation prizes. You never know. You just never know. And I'll be giving out prizes and golden nuggets and all kinds of cool stuff. So golden
So it's
nuggets
not
are a
gonna.
little thing. They're a little thing
It's
I
not.
kind of made up.
Yeah. I have
It's not
one.
going to be like
In 3
no
years, I have
allegations
one.
of like the 2020 election that it's the contest tonight's going to be rigged in any fashion.
No, it's not
Good.
going to be rigged. Now, what we did
Good.
say to people though was, it is for charity. We're here to just have fun. I don't want to get any like crazy trivia nuts, like saying you have to do it this way, or we're really gonna. We
Oh
we
yeah,
have 4
there's huge
rounds of
competitive
13.
people.
Yeah, right. The very competitive people. This is for fun. We're having fun raising money, right? And some kids on the other side of the world can have some food or some clothing or some shelter, which really should be everybody's basic needs met on this earth, because there is enough for all of us.
You guys
So
definitely got to join in.
Ever Mindful Trivia tomorrow, Friday the 24th, starting at 5 Eastern. It's the Ever Mindful Trivia House on Clubhouse, and that's how the two of you met, right? Was through Clubhouse.
Yeah. Yep. That's
Oh,
how
so you're not
Marcella
paying
and I met.
attention? I just said I met Lois 3 years ago. She used to have
Yeah.
this room at night where she would play flute music and sleep in the
Hmm.
room so I could listen in while I was sleeping. And then it
Marcella, I
disappeared.
swear to God, I'm going to bring that room back as soon as I have a setup to do it.
You got to check out her other spaces though, where she does the sound bowl healing. That was one of Luna's favorite. I've been present twice for sound bowl healing, which was great. And the my favorite one is probably Fuck It Friday. I said it.
Uh-oh, she said it.
I
She
said it.
said it.
So that is my favorite room. I've been super busy though. I have not been able to make the rooms as often as I used to, and it bothers me because there's a few people I've been reaching out to say, hey, I'm sorry I've been missing the rooms for whatever reason, but you guys got to get on Clubhouse if you're not there. Look for Ever Mindful, and join and donate. Make sure you donate.
That would
So
be
are
really helpful.
uh,
Even $5.
Lois, are all of your regularly scheduled rooms like Fuck It Friday and so on, are they all 6 to 8 a.m.?
Yes. My
Okay.
Monday through Friday room. I'm so glad you asked that. My Monday through Friday is our regular schedule. That's what those are the rooms that we have come hell or high water per se, right? And
Okay.
those run 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. Eastern. I have to be into work, but my co-moderators, I'm towards the end of the rooms, but my co-moderators take over and then they run it and finish it for us. Then on Saturdays, I like to start a little bit later at 7:15. We sometimes have an inner child room where we do some fun, looking back at our childhoods, different topics, and we play music. And then on Sundays again, 7:15, I do like a chill song request, and then I do a live sound healing after that. Now I also do a 5:30 room every morning that's called Prayers and Peace, where I read from a different spiritual text for a half an hour before the 6 a.m. room. And then sometimes I have evening rooms. So we won't go into those because we could be here all day talking about the schedule.
So, and you just ping your regular followers to say, hey, I'm doing a impromptu room
Yep.
and
I,
you're
yep.
welcome to
And
join.
Yep, and I send people messages in the chat, like in text. I share it on my social media pages like Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Threads. They give you an opportunity on Clubhouse to send it that way. I also copy the link and I send it to my friends that I know that like to come
Hmm.
in. Or if there's something specific that we're talking about, I'll maybe paste them the link and say, I think you really should try to come in because I think this subject is something you really like or you really need, or we were talking about this yesterday. So I contact as many people as I can outside of the app, and then I ping, what they call ping. I invite
Right.
everybody who follows me and we follow each other into the room. I do that several times during my room. People will tell you, stop pinging me.
I don't. I usually get a text. If I don't get a text, I get worried. It's like, you didn't text me, Lois. Even if I don't show up, I like getting the text. Um, but they've got a really nice setup. The mods are great people. I've got a few favorites: Justina, Cindy,
Mm,
Alma.
yep.
Who else have we got? Donna, who I've met in
Michelle.
person.
Yep.
Michelle. Oh, I love
Michelle.
Michelle. Michelle's very sweet. So they're all really personable. Like I said, she
Oh,
includes,
and
it's all
Tammy.
inclusive.
Let's
Like
not forget
everyone comes
Tammy.
in. Tammy, oh my God, Tammy, I love Tammy. Who is going to be great when my daughter moves to Boston because she says she'll come visit. Um,
Yes.
yeah, so it's nice having these people around the world that we can connect with. I mean, shameless plug for Clubhouse, but if it wasn't for Clubhouse, we wouldn't be here right now. I would not have met
Nope.
Ross if it wasn't for Clubhouse, because that's where I met Julie, our mutual friend Lois,
Yeah.
It's
and
so
she had a meetup where I met
crazy.
Ross. I know.
And you know
I
what's
mean,
the
think about it.
it makes me so joyful because we have really been able to form a network of a social network of our own, because I think there's something unique about sound, right? Listening to people's tones, their voices, you can almost feel their energy or their vibration through their sound. So you can kind of vibrate, you vibrate to the tribe that you're going to click with and collaborate with, and it falls into place without it's almost like effortless when it happens like that. Boom.
Yeah, that's
Lois
key.
has got a lot of plans for Ever Mindful and for herself. My other favorite room is the song request room because sometimes I serenade Lois. That's one of my favorite things to do.
And
Um,
what are
but
we
to,
doing? Lois eventually will be opening up an Ever Mindful supper club. It's going to be
supper
a
club.
supper club. All right, dinner club, supper club. You know the old time ones where you get to like eat and you can get up and dance, like slow dances while you're waiting for your food, right? And Marcella's going to be doing some of these singings for me. She's going to be the lead highlight featured singer, okay, for the dinner club. So come see Marcella, enjoy your dinner, have a little
Ross is
dance, a little slow
laughing.
dance.
No, I'm
'Cause
It's
intrigued.
I
happening.
haven't even sung here.
It's happening. It's happening. It's
It
happening.
is.
I just
It
don't know
is.
when.
No,
I
it's
think you
happening though.
sang. I think you sang "Happy Birthday" to somebody here.
Maybe in Spanish. I may have. I will when Jen comes back. You know, Jen Adelstein is
Yeah.
my coach, and when she comes back, I will sing again. I promise. But Lois, thank you so much for coming on and talking about Ever Mindful and all the things that you guys are doing for the community, for the world, because it's gonna spread. You're already
Well,
in other countries, like you said.
Marcella, I have to tell you, this has been my dream. First of all, I've always wanted to be a DJ, so I kind of get to do that every day on my own terms. I get to reach people, I get to help people, I get to create family. I get to create, period, exclamation point, which that is what I think my life, it's led me to my life passion. And I think it's done that for a lot of people. It's led them to what they know they want to do. I'm a very big advocate for mental health and addiction awareness because I've worked for, mental health and addiction for over 30 years. So I've learned a lot about all of the mental health problems people have. And so this is my way of moving on from the dental part of what I did in my life to now taking that experience and education I've gotten from my job of treating and caring for patients that struggle with mental health and addiction issues, moving from recovery to wellness, right? Getting that message out into the community. That's what my future holds. And by doing this and all these other different things, I've met wonderful people and it's inspired me to do other things for the second part of my life. And I'm so excited for my 60s and my 70s and my 80s and my 90s. I'm going to be doing this until I drop and transition somewhere else. So you guys are the best. I can't believe I have the honor that you asked me in here. I am so happy to have been able to chat with you guys. I love this little show you guys have. It really is pretty cool. I know I've been on the Clubhouse room on occasion, popping in and out. So thank you guys. And I do have to run back to work now. So thank
Thank
you
you,
so
Lois.
much.
I was going to say, are you going to take a
I'm
breath,
here.
Lois?
Yep. I know. See how much I can say in 30 seconds?
Wow. I'm trying to take notes, and I'm glad this is recorded.
Yeah, I got the audio working finally. So
I
All
know
right, we'll
I
get
can be
back
a
to
fast
work.
talker. That's what happens.
yeah, Lois, don't forget to share out our Facebook page so that we can get more people to tune in because you'll be back
I'll be
and
back.
hopefully with your other mods.
Okay, absolutely.
Maybe next time we can get you all on camera too. That would be fantastic.
Yeah, I
And
would.
don't
I
forget
didn't want
everybody.
anybody. I was like sweaty Lois today. I just got out all
Ah,
my gear from my infection control gear, working on an emergency patient. I was all oily and sweaty. I was like, no, we're not going to be doing camera today.
next time you and hopefully we can get Justina and Michelle and all the other ladies on with you. Talk about all the things you're doing. Thank you again, Lois.
Bye.
Bye. Mwah.
So tomorrow,
Mwah.
trivia, 5 p.m. on Clubhouse. $15 to participate, $5 to listen and listen to everybody make an ass out of themselves, and that goes to and that was it sounded like an orphanage type of place. Was that
Yep.
right?
Yep,
Yep.
that's
Yep.
right.
Oh, Lois is still here. Hey, get going. You're gonna be late for work.
All right, I'm leaving. Goodbye.
All right,
Bye.
thank you, Lois. See you again. So that's very cool.
Yeah, I told you it's a really it's like I said before. When I'm ready to start promoting the nonprofit and I need help with investors and other things, I'm going to reach
Right.
out to Lois to help. She's there for community, especially because it's for children. I think that Lois has, like I said, the club is very inclusive. There's people from all walks of life who come in. I mean, if you saw the stage and I told you where everyone was from and who they were, you would be shocked. The different countries, the different lifestyles, and they're very, like I said, inclusive, very welcoming. It's a nice environment,
Nice.
and yeah, she doesn't discriminate. They don't discriminate, and it's always a fun time. Like I said, go tomorrow morning. Fuck it, Friday. If I'm awake, I'm gonna be there. That's my favorite room, and it's just it's an experience. They've been doing this over 3 years now.
And that's the trivia. I'm typing that in right now to
But the
another.
trivia is tomorrow night at 5 p.m.
That's what they've
Eastern.
been doing for 3 years, or
They've
just the
been
other.
doing Ever Mindful for over
I
three
gotcha.
years now. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be fun. And then you get to meet another one of my friends, Ross. I mean, you're constantly meeting my people, So I've got baby girl sitting over here right now, just looking, asking for pets. Right, May May? Little sister, the baby. There you go.
So, did we finish talking about your upcoming project? The next.
That's going to be Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time on Instagram. Go to my Marcella Palooza. So it's Marcella_Palooza on Instagram. And you'll see the four of us, Marcella, Sonia, Ryan, and Soda, all in our rhombus table, whatever you want to call it, because it is definitely not a round table, discussing autism and the way that we handle different situations and different things in life, even down to books and movies. So it's going to be an experience, and if it takes off, I think that it'll be great to be a I think it's going to be great to just be a voice for people like us.
I know I'm already following that profile, but
Yeah.
did I spell that right? Do you see it on the screen?
Yes. Yeah, that's it. Over on Instagram. Be there 2
Put that in
p.m.
now.
Gonna try to promote it a little bit on some of my other channels, but yeah, be there. It's gonna be fun, and follow when you get there. Follow the speakers. They each have their own podcasts on various topics, and it's just Sonia's got On the Spectrum with Sonia. Ryan's, can't remember off the top of my head. Thank you, Autistic Brain. But we'll get all those links for you, and you can come and just listen in and ask questions. If you have questions, there'll be an option to ask questions, and we will do our best to answer them.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, we pulled it off.
Yeah. Yes, we did. Yeah.
Not a bad show for some like emergency situations to handle and whatever else. So don't forget tomorrow, Friday, 5 p.m. Eastern, the Ever Mindful or on the Ever Mindful house on Clubhouse is the Friday trivia, $15 to play, 5 to listen. Then tomorrow morning at 6 is Fuck It Friday, one of her 5 daily rooms.
Ever Mindful, yeah.
Also on Ever Mindful, Marcella_Palooza. Check out that new podcast on Sunday. What time?
2 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, said that. Yep. Got to edit that. Who else are we talking about today?
I mean, like, who aren't we talking about? Ross, Rainbow Radio.
Yeah. Rainbow Radio is up when we do live shows. We don't have any other content on that right now.
Fantastic.
If you do, so you can hear us right now, rainbowradio.gay and also .lgbt. Of course, yergzradio.com. Yergz Media, I think is the one. Yeah. Oh no, today I'm actually in the Rainbow Radio one. There's two. I have two houses now in Clubhouse. Yergz Media, which is kind of Yergz Radio, and also Rainbow Radio LGBT. I put the letters in so that it's a little bit more search friendly. Also on where else? Where's that? There we go. Twitter. You can get us on Twitter Spaces at Yerger Ross, and the video on Twitter at TalkTV24. And I refuse to call it X. It's Twitter. We've got Facebook pages, YouTube channels. In addition to the radio, we're on Twitch, D-List. We talked about that a moment ago. I don't know if that's Kathy Griffin's thing or. Got some more comments. Sorry about this, guys.
It's our friend Joseph. Hey, Joseph.
Tidy. Hello. Sorry to bother you. I want to offer. Oh, screw that. And then Joseph Soul. Rainbow Radio is exciting. Yeah, I'm psyched with it. We want to open it up this coming weekend. I don't think I have enough the programming to do that, but I really want it operational by Pride. And so that's where I was going with that, by the way. If you have a podcast or know somebody who has a podcast, or for Rainbow Radio, if you know somebody who is a club DJ, we definitely want to hear from them. We want to collaborate with them and put their material on Rainbow Radio, so long as it supports and is uplifting to the LGBT community. You don't have to be a card-carrying member of the LGBT community, because you can still be a member of the LGBTQIA community, which stands for ally, and everyone will be welcome, a safe space to talk about issues within the community and listen to dance music, EDM, emo, ABC, whatever other kinds of music. I just kind of made up the last one, but what else you got going today?
Errands.
I'll be sitting in this chair, working on 2 radio stations.
Lovely. I'm gonna hang out.
Shout out to Austin Rising over on the Rainbow Radio Clubhouse, trying that one out. Thanks for joining us today, Austin. I'll probably see you at 5 on John J. Wiley's room about podcast.
Oh, Austin. Okay. Yeah.
He's a regular from that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. Preparing for a visit tomorrow. Colin and the boys will be here.
Oh, nice.
It's always fun. Yeah. And that's it. We're just going to do a bunch of family stuff this weekend. So yeah. So you got to get going. I got to get going. Take care of Matrix. We'll talk soon.
Definitely. Yeah,
Cool.
I gotta see how he's doing. He was a little upset all into the night, and gotta see.
Awesome. Okay, then. I have to make a phone call myself, and then I've got to connect with Jen. I promised her I'd connect with her today, so I got to do that. And that's it. Have a great weekend.
That's it, everybody. We'll see you on Tuesday, and you can see me tomorrow, 12 noon Eastern, for Up the Middle. That's on Yergz Radio. Same all the other social medias, and also we'll be live 1490 a.m. in Tampa Bay. All right, gang. Have a great weekend. We'll see you again soon.
You've changed. You know that?
Yes, I suppose I have. How about this? Peace, love, dope. Now get the hell out of here.
Do you have a podcast? Of course you do. It's probably one of the reasons why you listen to us. Well, I got something for you. flowsend.ai. All you do is take your pre-recorded data, click, drag, and drop right into the inbox for Flowsend AI. Click a button, and out comes everything that you're going to need. From the transcript to content, such as keywords, titles for your episode, the timeline, posts for LinkedIn, posts for Twitter, Instagram, other smaller platforms, all the things that it takes you hours to do in literally minutes. So go to flowsend.ai. Tell them Yergz sent you and get your subscription today. Worth every penny. Flowsend.ai. Smell nasty. Do you want to freshen it up a little bit? Go to aromabypeter.com. Check out all of Peter's candles. It's what we burn here in Studio Yergz. I'm burning right now leather scented candle. That's right, leather scented. So go to aromabypeter.com/Yergz and check out his candles today.
I'm Jane Stahl, retired English teacher, and with my BFF, Susan Bebeck, we manage Studio B Fine Art Gallery in Boyertown, Pennsylvania. We showcase the art of hundreds of local artists, publish books of the poetry, prose, and art of local writers, offer classes, art parties, workshops, discussion groups, cater dinners. We've even hosted a wedding. And we're here to be the go-to place for friendship, learning, and fun in our community. Virtual tours of our exhibits are available right here on Yergz Radio. Let us introduce you to some amazing art and artists.
Check out Jane Stahl and everyone at Studio B in Boyertown, Pennsylvania. Please visit our YouTube channel, Talk TV 24. How's your website doing? I'll tell you how mine's doing. It's awesome. Yergz.com is gotta be the best website for anybody in podcasting or any sort of broadcast solo journalist like me. How did I get that? Limit Break Digital. Limit Break Digital did my website with Yergz.com. They did YergerGroup.com. They take care of my marketing, my branding, and help me get the message out to you. Go to limitbreakdigital.com/Yergz for 10% off your next project. That's a $3,000 site, Yergz.com.